Good morning, students. How are you all? Right. Today we are going to learn a topic from atomic structure, that is Rydberg's equation. Okay, how to derive Rydberg's equation and how you are going to use that Rydberg's equation for identifying the spectral lines. Okay, so this is our topic for today. Okay, so I hope all of you are doing better. Okay, the corona situation is also going to be all right, and we are hearing certain talks that schools are going to reopen. Okay, but of course it may take time depending on the persons, how many of the children have been vaccinated and all. Okay, these all matters much. Okay, whatever it may be, please utilize your topics, whatever are being uploaded in YouTube. Okay, please utilize the topics carefully and make use of the concepts. Okay, so let us go into the topic, that is Rydberg's equation. Okay, so how you get the Rydberg's equation? This is our topic for today. Okay, Rydberg's equation. Rydberg's equation. Alright, so top you cannot see. Rydberg's equation. Okay, so what is meant by Rydberg's equation? We have to learn that. Okay, so already you all know that according to Bohr's atomic model, electron keeps revolving in a particular orbit as long as the energy of the orbit is continues to be, energy of the orbit is considered to be fixed. Okay, as long as electron continues to be in the same orbit, its energy will not change. Its energy will be changed only if electron jumps from lower energy level to higher energy level, or if it jumps from higher to lower. Okay, it will lose its it absorbs its energy when it jumps from higher to lower to higher, and it releases its energy when it jumps from higher to lower. Okay, so these points already we have learnt in Bohr's atomic model. Okay, while we are learning postulates. Okay, and we also have learnt the expression for energy of the electron in Bohr's nth orbit, isn't it? Okay, can you recall what is the formula for energy of the electron? Okay, energy of the electron according to Bohr's atomic model, energy of the electron. Okay, it is given by the formula E is equal to minus 2 pi square me power 4 z square by n square h square. You have learnt this formula, this expression we have already learnt, isn't it or not? So here, and we also have learnt that according to Bohr's atomic model, okay, E2 minus E1, okay, according to Bohr's atomic model, E2 minus E1, okay, is equal to h nu. Okay, this is one of the postulates of what? Bohr's atomic model. So according to Bohr's atomic model, E2 minus E1 is equal to h nu. This also we have learnt. Okay, where E2 is higher energy level and E1 is what? Lower energy level. Okay, so E2 minus E1 is equal to what? H nu. We also have learnt this, what we call one of the postulates of Bohr's atomic model. Suppose if En2 is the energy of electron in orbit N2. N2 stands for higher energy orbit. If En2, you cannot able to see, I should write very down. Okay, if En2, okay, if En2 is considered to be what? The energy of the electron. The energy of the electron, okay, energy of the electron in any of the higher energy levels. In any of the higher energy levels. Okay, in the higher energy states or energy levels, anything you can call, or higher orbits. Okay, if En2 is the energy of the electron in any of the higher energy levels, okay, then in place of n here we will keep n2. Okay, so in the same formula we are going to write like this. En2 is how much? Minus 2 pi square me power 4 z square by n2 square h square. Okay, so this is energy of the electron in any of the higher energy level. Similarly, En1, okay, similarly En1 is equal to how much? Minus 2 pi square me power 4 z square by n1 square h square. Okay, so now you have to apply this, one of the postulates of Bohr's atomic model. What is that? E2 minus E1 is equal to H2. So here also we will do En2 minus En1 is equal to what? H nu. Okay, this is according to one of the postulates of Bohr's atomic model. Already we have learnt that. Okay, so En2 minus En1 is equal to H nu. Okay, in place of En2 we will write this value, and in place of En1 we will write this value. Okay, and we will equate it to what? H nu. Okay, so this is also one of the important postulates of what? Bohr's atomic model. Yes, this side I am rubbing. We will do E2 minus E1 is equal to H nu. Okay, so what you will be getting? E2 minus E1 is equal to H nu. Okay, so in place of En2 I am going to keep this value. Okay, minus 2 pi square me power 4 z square by n2 square h square. Okay, minus En1. Okay, En1 means again what? Minus 2 pi square me power 4 z square by n1 square h square is equal to what? On the other side you have h nu. Okay, down I am writing h nu. Okay, this is E2, this is E1 equal to h nu. Okay, so in this you can take these all values as common. 2 pi square me power 4 z square by h square, you can take it as common. Okay, so minus value, or you will write directly like this. Here minus into minus becomes plus. Minus 2 pi square me power 4 z square by h square. Okay, if you take that as common, here what you are getting? 1 by n2 square minus, okay, 1 by n1 square. Okay, is equal to what? On the other hand you are getting h nu. Okay, so if this minus value, if you take it out, just if you multiply, this n1 will become plus sign, n1 will get plus sign. So 2 pi square me power 4 z square by h square into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square is equal to h nu you are getting. Okay, so now in place of h nu you can even write what? C by lambda. In place of nu you can write C by lambda. Okay, since nu is equal to what? C by lambda, we will substitute that value. Okay, down if I write, you can see 2 pi square me power 4 z square by h square into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square is equal to hc by lambda, you will write. Now bring this HC value to this side. That other side, on the right hand side, you will be left with 1 by lambda. Okay, bring that HC to the denominator on the other side. Okay, so simple things. You have to be a little bit careful when you are deriving any kind of equations. You have to be a little bit careful. Bring this HC to the denominator. Okay, so that will become equal to what? 2 pi square me power 4 z square by HC into h square. Okay, HC into h square into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square is equal to 1 by lambda. Okay, so this is the thing which you got. Now this can be simplified as what? 2 pi square me power 4 z square by h cube c into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square is equal to 1 by lambda. And you know that 1 by lambda is nothing but what? Wave number. That means that is equal to what? Nu bar. So 1 by lambda is equal to what, Nana? Mu bar. And this all the parameters whichever are there in this value, all are fixed values only. Okay, except z, you have all are what? Fixed values only. Okay, so if z is equal to 1, okay, generally for Bohr's atomic model, if z is equal to 1, okay, the value, this full value 2 pi square me power 4 by ch cube is taken to be a constant r, and that constant is called as what? Rydberg's constant. Rydberg's constant. Okay, and this value is equal to what? 1 by lambda. 1 by lambda stands for what? Wave number. So wave number is equal to this. Okay, so this value becomes equal to what? Nu bar is equal to this r value into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Okay, here r value is how much? Here r is equal to, okay, r value is equal to 108677. Okay, so you have like a phone number, you need to remember it. Okay, 109677 centimeter power minus 1. What are the units? Units for r. Centimeter power minus 1, because this is equal to what? Nu bar. Nu bar is what? Wave number. Okay, so this equation is called as what? Rydberg's equation. So nu bar is equal to r into 1 by n1 square minus n2, 1 by n2 square. This equation is called what? Rydberg's equation. Okay, Rydberg's equation. Okay, so please note down this one. It's a very important equation. Based on that equation, we will be doing small numericals also, but not in this video. Okay, we will come to know about certain spectral lines, different series of spectral lines according to this Rydberg's equation. How to identify different series of spectral lines, that we are going to learn now. Okay, so let us keep side heading different series of spectral lines. Okay, different series of spectral lines. So you already have learnt that we have already learnt that certain kinds of spectral lines are being formed. Like we have learnt Lyman, Balmer, Paschen, Brackett and Pfund series. Okay, based on the excitation of electron into different energy levels, and while coming back, depending on the area or depending on the energy level where they stop, okay, we have different series of spectral lines are there. Already we have learnt about this. Okay, you can see that in the previous video. Okay, what is that? hydrogen spectrum. Okay, in hydrogen spectrum we have learnt that electron undergoes excitations in different ways. Okay, so accordingly we have different series of spectral lines are being formed. Okay, so what are the different series of spectral lines and how you can identify them using this Rydberg's equation, that we are going to learn now. Different series of spectral lines. Okay, different series of spectral lines. How can you identify using what? Rydberg's equation. Okay, you all know that first series is what? Lyman series. Okay, so for Lyman series, you all know that, okay, the ground state is always first orbit and higher energy level can be second, third, fourth, fifth and so on. N1 can be 1 only for Lyman series and N2 can be, it can be 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Okay, so if you are going to substitute them in the Rydberg's equation, okay, and Lyman series, you know that it is in which region? Ultraviolet region. This already we have learnt. If you haven't seen my video, you can see that in hydrogen spectrum. If you follow the playlist, okay, you can understand the concepts in a better way. Okay, right. Ultraviolet region. Here N1 is 1 and N2 can be any of the higher energy levels. So nu bar becomes equal to what? R into, what is the formula? R into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. Okay, so that becomes equal to what? Here in place of N1 you can keep 1. So R into 1 by 1 square minus 1 by N2 square, which is equal to what? R into 1 minus 1 by N2 square. This is the formula in case of what? Lyman series. Same like that you can do even for other series also, like if it is for Balmer series. Okay, if it is for Balmer series, okay, what is N1 value and what is N2 value? This also very important. You have to remember this. Okay, for Balmer series, you all know that it will be under visible region. Okay, Balmer series will be under visible region and N1 is second orbit. This point you have to remember. Okay, and N2 can be any of the higher energy levels, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. So this point also to be remembered. In case of Balmer series, N1 is second orbit, means from any of the higher energy levels to second orbit if an electron jumps, then such a series of lines all comes under what? Balmer series, isn't it? So N1 is 2 and N2 can be 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Okay, same thing if you are going to substitute in Rydberg's equation, what you are going to get? Okay. Right. Now we are going to substitute this N1 and N2 values in what? Rydberg's equation. Okay, so for Balmer series, R becomes equal to what? Nu bar is equal to nu bar is equal to what? R into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. Okay, 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. Okay, so in place of N1 you are going to keep 2. R into 1 by 2 square minus 1 by N2 square, which is equal to what? R into 1 by 4 minus 1 by N2 square. So this is the Rydberg's equation for what? Balmer series. Nu bar is equal to, okay, nu bar is equal to 1 by 4 minus 1 by N2 square. R into 1 by 4 minus 1 by N2 square. Okay, same like that if you go for Paschen series, directly I am writing Paschen series, you know, it is N1 is 3, here N1 is 2 means Balmer series. Okay, n1 is 3 and n2 can be any of the higher energy levels, 4th, 5th, 6th and so on. Okay, Paschen series you will be finding in which region? Did you remember? We'll be finding it in near infrared region. Okay, near infrared region. So the series of spectral lines, how you will be finding? Nu bar is equal to R into 1 by 3 square minus 1 by n2 square. Means that is equal to what? R into 1 by 9 minus 1 by n2 square. This is for Paschen series. Okay, similarly bracket and fund, you will be getting what? Bracket series. For bracket series, okay, for bracket series, you will be getting nu bar is equal to R into 1 by 16. 4 square you will get. 1 by 16 minus 1 by n2 square. Okay, even for fund series, how much you will be getting? For fund series, okay, you will be getting nu bar is equal to R into 1 by 25, 5 square minus 1 by n2 square. Okay, so these are the different series of spectral lines which you will be finding according to what? Rydberg's equation. Now, you have a very important concept to be remembered here. Okay, what is the first line of a series? Okay, what is the first line and what is the last line of a series? That is a very important question every time being asked in competitive exams. Okay, how to identify the first series and how to identify the first line in the given series, last line in the given series. What will be their wavelengths? Okay, questions will be asked based on that point only. Okay, so that point we will be learning now. Okay, so now what I am going to tell you is what is the first line of a given series and what will be the last line of a given series, how to identify. Okay, that is very important point. Okay, so first line of a series. Okay, first line of a series. So how to identify this? Okay, first line means it is called as the line of longest wavelength. Okay, please remember, it is the line of longest wavelength. Okay, it is the line of what? Longest wavelength. If any line is having longest wavelength, then it will have what? Shortest energy also. Okay, so this can be even the line of shortest energy. Line of shortest energy also. Okay, so in most of the exams they will be asking about the longest line of the series. Find the longest line of the series. Like that you will be getting question. So for first line of any series, okay, for first line of any series, okay, n2 value is equal to what? n1 plus 1 only. n2 value is equal to n1 plus 1. Okay, so please remember this point. For any first line of any series, n2 value is equal to what? n1 plus 1. Okay, first line of any series will have n2 is equal to n1 plus 1. So, what will be the wave number of any first line of any spectral lines? For any series, it is equal to what? 1 by lambda first line. Okay, nu bar of first line, lambda 1 by lambda of first line can be identified as what? R into 1 by n1 square. 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. But in place of n2, what you can write? 1 by n1 plus 1 whole square. Okay, so for any series, the first line is given by this formula. Okay, because however you can identify based on the given series, you can identify what is n1 and what is n2. Okay, isn't it? Now, if you can able to remember this value for any for first line of any series, n2 is always equal to what? n1 plus 1. Okay, so similarly for second, third and fourth lines, how you will be giving? Okay, for second line, suppose if this is a formula for what? First line. For second line will be n2 becomes equal to n1 plus 2 it will become. Third line will be n3 becomes equal to n2 plus 3 it will become. Okay, so it will be in that way. Okay, please understand the points carefully, because these points will be very useful for doing what? Numericals. Okay, so that is very important point. Okay, so generally we'll write okay, for second line in any series n2 will be equal to n1 plus 2. Okay, third line n2 is equal to n1 plus 3. Fourth line n2 is equal to n1 plus 4, and so on. Okay, so generally the formula will be changed as what? Nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda is equal to r into 1 by n1 square, as it is you will write, minus in place of n2 you will be keeping n1 plus x. Okay, if it is n1 plus x whole square. Okay, where x is what? Okay, where x is treated as the number of the line in the spectrum. Okay, number of the line. X is called what? The number. Which line? Number of line in the spectrum. Okay, so like this you can able to find the wavelengths of a first line. If they ask for the wavelength of second line, you can just use this formula. Okay, in place of x you can keep the number which is being asked for you. Okay, so this is for first line of any series, first line or second, third, fourth and so on. Then what about the last line? Okay, last line will have a special importance. Okay, how you will be getting last line? Means it is an unpredictable line, spectral line, which cannot be predicted and which cannot be seen with our eyes. Okay, how you will be getting? I think you remembered about the limiting wavelength. Okay, in case of limiting wavelength, you call it as limit line, series spectral limit line. Okay, right? Please understand the points carefully. Okay, or if you want, please pause the video, keep writing or rewind once again. Okay, get the video back and keep writing the notes. Okay, these all topics are very important topics, children. With what intensity teachers are teaching for you. Okay, with the same intensity teachers are expecting the children to learn the concepts. Okay, so how much you can able to learn the concept, that much easily you can apply the concepts while doing numericals. Okay, because IIT if you are aiming for, okay, just simply knowing the concepts is not enough. You should develop your speed. Okay, so every time I used to say the same thing to my children. Okay, so please develop the speed. In order to develop the speed, you need to practice continuously. Okay, then only you will be getting. Okay, now at last we will be learning series last line. Okay, there is a small formula for that. That also, series limit or last line of a series. Okay, we'll learn a small formula for that also. Okay, what is the small formula? Series limit. You call it as what? Series limit or last line of the series. Okay, series limit. Next thing what you are going to learn is what? Series limit. Series limit or last line of the series. Last line of the series. Series limit or last line of the series. Okay, it is a line of shortest wavelength. You have to remember. It is the line of what? Shortest wavelength. The line of shortest wavelength. They may ask it in different ways. Last line or line of shortest wavelength. All are same only. Okay, but asked in different terminology, then definitely children will get confused. Okay, our main aim or motto is to confuse the children. Okay, it's not like all children should get very good ranks. Okay, then getting seat in IIT, it becomes difficult. Of course, other things are also mattering much, right? Whatever it may be, it is the line of what? Shortest wavelength. So it is a line of highest energy also. Okay, highest energy. Okay, so for last line, what I said, limiting wavelength. For last line, unpredictable. N2 value is infinity. You cannot identify which is the higher energy level for that spectral line. Okay, so N2 value is what? Infinity. Based on this, you will be getting one small formula. So nu bar is equal to what? Nu bar last line, better you write, nu bar last line is equal to 1 by lambda last line. Lambda last line is equal to R into 1 by N1 square. Okay, 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. In place of N2, what you can keep? Infinity square. 1 by infinity is nothing but 0. R into 1 by N1 square. Okay, 1 by infinity square is 0. So R by N1 square itself is the formula for what? Last line. So nu bar last line formula is what? R by N1 square only. Okay, so accordingly you can substitute. Okay, in place of N1 for Lyman series, what you will keep? 1. For Balmer series, you will keep 2. Okay, so you can find out for each spectral line what will be the last line, means you can easily find out. Okay, so using this, nu bar last is equal to R by N1 square. Okay, so this is the formula. So in place of N1 for Lyman series, last line wavelength will be what? Okay, for Lyman series, nu bar is equal to R by, in place of N1, you keep 1 square. So R only. N1 is 1. Okay, for Balmer series, okay, N1 is 2. So nu bar is equal to R by N1 square, means R by 2 square, which is 4. So R by 4 is the last line. For Passion series, N1 is 3. Okay, so nu bar is equal to R by 9. Okay, for Bracket series, okay, N1 is 4. Then nu bar is equals to R by 16. Okay, and for Fund series, N1 is how much? 5. Okay, for Fund series, N1 is what? 5. So nu bar is equal to how much? Nu bar is equal to R by 25. Okay, so for Lyman, Balmer, Passion, Bracket and Fund, okay, these are the values. Lyman, Balmer, Passion, Bracket and Fund. What are the last line wavelengths values? For Lyman series, it is R only. For Balmer, R by 4. For Passion, R by 9. For Bracket, R by 16. For Fund, R by 25. So these values, if you can able to remember, okay, then it will become very easy for you. Okay, thanks for watching, dear children. There is a small interruption in the last. Thank you. Okay, keep watching my videos and please subscribe to my channel. Bye.